Yeah, so I didn't eat properly yesterday. I just went to get eggs from 7-Eleven. I wasn't sure they were going to have eggs, but they had eggs. Not only that, they were on offer. And they had a chicken rice, garlic chicken rice, all 50% off. So I was like, I'll get 3 eggs and I'll get some chicken rice. So, because they've changed the hours, the chef doesn't start until 11 o'clock in the morning now, so there's no food available here. That is so good. So we've got this garlic chicken rice. Nice and healthy. 1, 2 normal eggs boiled and a tea egg. And in total that came to less than 10,000, less than $2.50 for a nice healthy breakfast. I'm calling today Egg Day. I was going to go to VLT, is it, for lunch and have a load of eggs. I might still do that. I'm going to be quite full after this. Right, I'm really pleased with that. It's a high protein breakfast, 2 normal eggs. That's called a tea egg. Then it's just garlic chicken, tiny bit of veg and rice. Nice and healthy. Good start to the day. That tea egg's quite sweet. I probably quite like sugar in there, so that's probably not that healthy, but it is delicious. Special treat. Back to the gym tomorrow. Last day with no gym. That food is really tasty. Garlic chicken rice. That is really good. The woman there on that red scooter, she's about 80 years old, Westerner. Just came past me, I was like, Jesus Christ. Be careful, love. This is what I love about the New Year Festival. It's midday now. And then 4 o'clock this will start going crazy again, but during the day there's nothing on. It's just civilised. You can just do civilised things, like come to the shop and not get wet. Getting the windows clean. She's got hangover. These guys are okay. Shopping time. Getting some spicy broad beans. It's really cool here. So the night shift have switched with the day shift. So the night shift are working now, so later they can join the party. It's really cool. They all get on. But one of the girls outside who works here doesn't drink. She's fine, although she's a bit tired. But the one that drinks, she's got a 2-day hangover now. She's struggling. She's got to work. They've both got to work at 3 o'clock. So I won a prize. I didn't know you could win a prize. But so what did I? I've won $1 and I've won a free bottle. You have to check the cap, right? So we check the cap. Does it say in English? My eyes can't see that. Wow.
You see, this is $1, you know? This is a sign of dollars.
Okay.
And the numbers of...
So I won $1 and what's the other one?
Yeah. This is for 1 bottle, free 1 bottle.
I win every time.
Yeah. You can open it and shake it. Oh, it means thanks.
It means I'm a loser.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you are a winner. You are become a winner.
Woo. $1 million. So I just had a chat with one of the lads. He's planning to become a crypto trader when he graduates. And I think his sister or his cousin lives in Poland. She's married to a Polish guy. He wants to go to Poland. So I'll go and visit him when he's in Poland. That'd be cool. They're really smart, those guys. And very nice. So the guy that was just sat in my coffee shop just came to my shop as well. We're in the same routine. So we've got a Rolls-Royce here. Don't see those very often in Cambodia. But here is a Rolls-Royce. Look at that. Wow. Beautiful. Amarin Phouthong. So this guy's a famous boxer.
Yeah.
They're all screaming at him because he's so handsome. Hi, hey Amarin. Okay. We've got a Cambodian celebrity. So this is like the dream boyfriend, the handsome boxer from Phnom Penh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're so handsome! So the guy in the white trousers up there is a really famous fighter in Cambodia. The girls are going crazy because he's so handsome. Look, everyone's, he's there! So they're jealous now. I got my photo of Amarin. He's the handsome boxer. So he's super famous apparently in Cambodia. Like he's their #1 boxer, I think. Very tall. Bloody hell! He must be like well over 6 foot. That guy. Huge. Is he? So it's 6 o'clock on the 16th of April and last day of the new year. There's drama, K-pop drama going on at my hotel. The police are all downstairs. I don't know what's going on, but there's a load of police downstairs. Police, 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 police. That's my boss. In the black, there's a guy in a green shirt. An army helmet, there's another police. There's some unhappy people. What is that? I don't know. That's why it's good. Sit in your room making YouTube videos and drinking a few beers. Stay out of trouble. But I'm guessing something pretty major's gone down because the police here don't get involved with anything unless something significant happens. All I can think is a car's hit a motorbike or a motorbike's hit a car or something, but boss is on the phone. Staff are all out. What is going on? Maybe there's a fight, I don't know. I've been in my room for the last half an hour, so I don't know what's going on, but something on. I think it's something to do with that motorbike, I don't know. I just don't know. Who cares? It's not that important. Oh, good last day. I'm glad I can get back to my normal routine tomorrow. Hitting the gym, going for a 5 AM run. So there's still some huge police issue at my hotel. They're arguing outside with the boss. It's been like an hour. I don't know what's going on. These guys. Hi guys. It's party. And get 5 more beers and then we'll be done for the night. So they put a couple of pretty girls off, so 3 pretty girls on this gate, and then if you want to park down here you have to pay the pretty girl some money and you can buy your bike. Smart. Happy New Year. Happy coming year. And as usual, it's absolutely bloody nuts. I was gonna go earlier in the day. I was like, I'll go and film what I saw last night, but I can't be arsed. Happy New Year. Whoa! Whoa! Bad guy. Without getting wet. Right, see if we can get across the road without getting wet. Around here. Hi. Happy New Year. Yeah, we made it. Oh shit. Go around this car. Gangsters there. ATM's here. Always go to the main bank. You don't want to lose your card. Woo! So what, you know, all the ankle beer's gone. Well, I've got the last two. Economics is working, cheapest beer's gone. I've got 3 of these because they're pretty good actually. Or should I get the premium for 75? I'll get a premium actually. It's stronger. Yeah, actually. It's $3.45. I'm trying to sneak around. Nothing to see here, it's all very quiet. Nothing to see here. Never come to Cambodia for New Year, it's not fun, you won't have a good time. Alright. A few more beers and then I've got to get up at 5 AM to run tomorrow. I'm still getting in shape, guys. Last day of the party. And then we're back at the gym tomorrow. Gym's open tomorrow. See you tomorrow at the gym. Okay. He works in the shop. Very cool guy. Sister's in Poland. These are gangsters, gangsters, gangsters. Hi guys. Hi. Hi. Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. And we've still got the police at my condo. Something's gone on. I'll find out tomorrow. Something's gone on. Something went on. We'll find out tomorrow. What's going on? Oh, can't go. Oh! I think this car had an accident. I think that white car drove into it. I don't know why it did. Bad. So I've got no idea what happened, but the police are super angry. They've been out there for like an hour and now angry about whatever someone did to something. I want to say actually. It looks like we've got some bad people here. Being bad people. So I'm back here again for my fried rice. My last night of not being very sensible. And tomorrow we'll get back to being sensible. Yeah. So she just hit her friend quite hard in the arm. You gave him a bang. We don't know why. You gave her a whack. You like whacked her. We don't know why. She gave her a whack. Give her a psh. And these guys are eating some deep fried processed shit. You don't want to eat. Deep fried and processed. Tastes good, but well, they're young, they can get away with it. I can't get away with that. Yeah, really busy here. Maybe I should have ordered somewhere else. I don't think they're making my food. Could be wrong. So the level of action in this restaurant is intense. Mad busy. It's calmed down a little bit now, but it's still mad busy. They're going to be going to like 3 AM, 4 AM. Dad's like, let's make money, come on, let's go. money. Let's go. Okay, that took a while, but I got my fried rice. $2.50. Oh, get some chips and go to bed. Oh, this. I thought I might go out tonight, but. Annie! Yeah, we ain't going nowhere. So this is the last day of the festival. Last night. Hi guys. Oh. Kids got me good. Alright, Pringles in bed. Go get to the store. It's going to be a bit of a job. Wow, back to the gym tomorrow, but oh my god. This was a party. Big party! Crazy party. Wow. Crossing the road. Got me chips there. isn't my street. Let's go home. This is home. Home looks like this. Get cast. It's crazy. Well, I never get that much. Oh, it's got me down. That's big in that. Got my food. Tomorrow is back to normal. As a lot of them. Oh, wow, I'm so happy that festival is over. That was 3 days of serious partying. Gym's open. Back to the gym today. I've just done my run. 5:20 AM. Down there and back around here. And I actually felt, for the first time, I actually felt light this morning, which was great. It's probably because I've had a rest for a few days. Well, I've been running every day, I just haven't been doing the gym. That second session at the gym really takes it out of me. But yeah, I was going to go into town and film yesterday, but I went into town the day before yesterday and saw it all without the camera, and I couldn't be bothered to go back. Loads of people filmed it anyway. So if you want to see what Siem Reap looked like during the New Year festival, just go to YouTube and there's a ton of videos on there, and Facebook. Yeah, some people shot some really good video, like, but I worked out like they must have been standing in one place for like over an hour, because they just had a stationary camera and they were just filming the crowd as it came towards them. But I guess you can just set your camera up and just leave it to do its thing. Well, not leave it. But yeah, there's some really good footage on the internet. Just a shame I didn't film this bit all down here, because they were playing games over there with the pips, traditional games, and the food selection down there was incredible. So many different kinds of food. And I missed the K-pop concert last night. I'm not really bothered about that. But yeah, it's fair. I never intended to be here for this festival. It just happened that I've been here and I thought it'd be quite interesting to see it. It turned out it was quite interesting. But I would actually do this festival again, because it's such a nice atmosphere. But now I know what to expect and how to plan for it. The main thing I'd say for anyone ever thinking about coming for the New Year festival, just be aware that things don't really kick off until 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's best to kind of do stuff during the day, chill out while it's really hot, and go to like the museum. If you're just coming for a few days, like go to the Angkor Museum, go to Angkor Wat, maybe do that. And then the festival only really 4 o'clock until there's still people partying down in town at the moment. But yeah, that caught me out. That really surprised me, because I was like, when they're going to start. On the first day, it was like midday, and I was like, there's no one really around, and I was like, this is weird. And then like 4 o'clock, bang, it was like someone pushed a switch, and all of a sudden there was millions of people everywhere, throwing water and beeping horns and partying. So I met a Cambodian guy here yesterday. He asked me if I'd buy him a coffee. I would not normally, but I was like, you know what, Happy New Year, whatever, yeah, I'll buy you a coffee. So he started walking down here with me. I did explain to him it was very far because he had a limp and a walking stick. I was like, it's a long way where I'm going. He wasn't that old though. But the strange thing was he had a perfect American accent. Now Cambodian people, a lot of them can speak pretty good English, but not with a native sounding American accent. And then he told me, yeah, he grew up in Phnom Penh, living next door to 2 Americans, and they had kids, and he used to play with the kids, and that's where he picked up the accent. That's the story. But as we walked up the road, I think he was missing something up here. He started just talking to other people, and eventually just drifted away. So it's just really weird because he speaks such good English with an American accent, but I think he's homeless. He's just like carrying a bag of stuff around with him. But he's only like, I reckon he's only like 40 years old. He's not that old. So they've already started taking the big stage down over here. I thought someone said the K-pop was going to be on tonight as well, but I don't think it is. And quite a few of the vendors have packed and left already, food vendors. But yeah, they've taken the lights off the stage, I think. That was an incredible setup they had over there. They had this huge big screen playing for everybody. The amount of trash like down in town on the side of the river is incredible. There's trash everywhere. Right, I'm gonna get my coffee. This is the lady selling bread normally, I think, on top of her head. You got a bread head. You got the bread on your head. Or is it donuts? Might be donuts. Just had a really good chat with the boss at Time Coffee. She has another job. She works at Angkor something hotel as a receptionist. Her husband works in a Malaysian bank in town, so that's their business, but they have someone run it for them. I had a really good chat. We're talking about Vietnam, and she was saying that how expensive it was when she went to Sapa. So they did like a family holiday to Sapa. She's got 2 kids, and I said to her, that's because it's a tourist place, you know. They said, like, I told her I was in Lao Cai last year, and there's no tourists in Lao Cai, and it's super cheap. But yeah, everything up in Sapa's for tourists. So yeah, you can actually do it cheap. She must have done like a package tour or something, because it can be really expensive. They've got hotels up in Sapa that are like a few $100s a night, and some of the restaurants are the same. They've got these really expensive restaurants, but then they've got really cheap restaurants as well. The receptionist at my hotel, Chu, went out last night. She's been posting on Facebook. She went on a wild girls' night out. Oh, right. I didn't have any small change, so he's put it on the tab. I'll go back and pay later. Oh, that was really nice. I've never talked to her before. She's not normally there. I think she just pops in for like an hour to check on everything, or half an hour, and then she shoots off to work at her hotel, which is on the main road going out towards the old airport. She said they're really busy for New Year, but then after New Year they're absolutely dead. And she said, yeah, they're dead because of the war with Iran. I thought she was going to say because of what happened with Thailand, but it sounds like they were still okay until the war kicked off with Iran, and that's absolutely smashed their business. Like, New Year has been busy everywhere, but that's only 3 days out of the year, and now it's back to kind of normal level. Oh yeah, she's so interesting. Yeah, she's super nice. So she went to university in Phnom Penh. Her husband's from Siem Reap, and she moved here 10 years ago. She said at first she found it lonely here because it's so quiet, and then she said after 4 years she got used to it, and now she can't stand going back to Phnom Penh because it's so busy and noisy. She loves it here now. So there you go, that's the story. No, I was telling her about my staying in Vietnam, in Hanoi near the airport, and Lao Cai for about 8 months last year. And we were talking about the food, and she said it before I did, that she wasn't very impressed by the Vietnamese food. There's not much variety in what they eat. a lot of banh mi, and it's not that tasty. I said to her I much prefer the food here in Cambodia. She said the same. Where else? Oh, she liked the Lat. She says she's been to the Lat. She likes the Lat. She doesn't like Ho Chi Minh. She went to Ben Thanh Market, got hassled by all the street sellers. Yeah. Someone's got their Range Rover. Nice car, dog. This is where you come to buy your brand new motorbikes. As I said earlier, I would come and do New Year here again. But if I don't leave, I'll still be here this time next year for the next one. But oh, it's so cool here. Yeah, what did she say? Oh yeah, the coffee shop owner said she stayed at home. Well, she went to her friend's home for New Year, chilled with a friend, drinking beer for a couple of days. She said kids, I think she said they're 6 and 11, girls 11, boys 6. She said they're always fighting. She used to split them up, now she doesn't bother, just lets them fight each other. She said they're going to grow up to be boxers. That's all coming down. Getting shipped away. Electric. Morning. That was a real good festival. Don't mind doing that again. So that's the Maybach. I thought they'd gone, but it's still here. So that, I researched yesterday, is an elite Mercedes Benz, and they cost like 250,000 UK pounds for the base model, 300,000. I'll check what model it is now. Let's see. It's an incredibly expensive car. It is an S480. Okay, Maybach S480. Someone has drawn a penis on the bonnet. It's dirty. So what went up is now coming down. Oh my god, they put so much work into all this stuff. Now it's all coming down. So the boss of my hotel was sat outside when I came back from Thai coffee, and I joked with her, did you get arrested yesterday? Because there were all these guys in uniform, and I saw her arguing with them. So what apparently it was over was those guys in the uniforms were managing the traffic on the road, and they were letting people pay to park outside the hotel, which she's already got an agreement with the council or whoever that those spaces are for the hotel. And I said, did you win the argument? She said, yeah, of course I won. Yeah, she won. She won the argument. You were not. She's absolutely lovely, but you wouldn't want to mess with her. You can just tell when she needs to turn it on. She knows how to turn it on. So yeah, that orange structure, they had to weld that together, so I guess they're going to have to unweld it. They're going to have to come and chop it apart. But yeah, I guess by tomorrow this will all be cleared pretty much. What a fantastic, that is one of the best festivals in the whole world, hands down. The party that they had in town, the main, I say in town, this over there, the Royal Park, all down here for about 2 miles, all the way over there, that was one big party. Just absolute mayhem, but fun, not taken to an extreme. People really polite. I really noticed, like, even if they're like coming up to put stuff on your face, they're like being really gentle. Yeah, it was cool. Gansberg beer, German premium beer. Haven't tried that one. Haven't seen that before. That's a BYD 4x4. God, they do everything now. Build Your Dreams, the Chinese brand. They're pretty looking cars. They've done a very good job of those. The fundamentals of the company, will it survive? Is it actually going to make money? That's another question. Apparently they've been confiscating a ton of electric bikes in China, which is really bad because they often belong to poorer people who can't afford cars, and they're like delivery drivers and taxi drivers, so they're basically losing their livelihoods. Chinese Communist Party just make decisions like that and you're just stuck with it. Like, they did the same thing years ago with actual motorbikes. So I used to follow a few guys that did motorbike rides around China, and they had a collection of motorbikes between them, and then overnight the police just said, well, the government said you're not allowed to have motorbikes anymore, and yet they basically just took people's motorbikes and destroyed them. Like, I can't even remember what the reasoning was behind it. But yeah, so you weren't allowed to have motorbikes anymore, and that was a problem for these guys because like their main hobby, or one of the main hobbies, was riding motorbikes. So they both ended up eventually leaving China. Get in with his little mobility scooter. So this is the maternity clinic. He's bringing his girlfriend for a checkup. Right, it's coffee time. It's very chilled, isn't it? This garden at the Missing Cup is so beautiful. I just came out to look at the fish. It's got a collection of... oh, what are those? I should know, I used to work in the aquarium. There might be small koi actually. Oh, they look like small. Definitely that one looks like small koi carp. Beautiful. You just look at all this, all the attention to detail. Little hearts, little bells. So I'm pretty sure the owner does all of this stuff himself. Like if it's like a big job, like putting up this thing, which they did last month, he has to get guys in to do it. But if it's like gardening, he does it himself. Look how beautiful it is. I don't sit out here just because it's too hot for me. But there's another guy. There's an English guy. I think he's English. He normally comes, he sits here every morning and he has a couple of cups of hot coffee. There's another guy that started coming here. I think he's American. He's writing a book. I'm not reading what he's writing, but I can see that he's writing chapters on a book. But it's none of my business. I'm not a snooper. You might think I'm a snooper, but I'm not a snooper. I respect people's privacy. The difference here compared to UR Cafe in the atmosphere is incredible. UR Cafe, where I was going, absolutely packed. There's not a free seat normally, and also there's a lot of smokers. I don't think you're allowed to, you're definitely not allowed to smoke up here. I don't think you're allowed to smoke here. So this is a no smoking coffee shop, which is fine by me. But yeah, there's another branch of UR Coffee, literally, if you walk down, that's the river there, but if you go the other way, there's a coffee shop called Biolab on the corner. If you turn right and go 2 blocks on your left, there's another UR Coffee there, and I went there a couple of weeks ago. It's smashed busy again, absolutely full. There wasn't, I tried to sit inside for the aircon, there wasn't a spare seat, so I had to sit in the garden, and there was only a few seats out there. You can probably seat 100 odd people. Every single seat was taken, just about. So that business is doing really well. They do most of their business in the evening here. I've never been in the evening, but it's more of a restaurant. So there you go, missing cup. It's so nice. It's quite busy still. I think this is because I think a lot of people are still on holiday. So the New Year is finished. It's the 14th, 17th today. But it's a Friday, and then it's obviously the weekend, so the festival, the New Year was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but I think a lot of people are just taking the whole week as a holiday. So the green tea looks really good here. I must try that one day. Iced green tea. I think it's got milk in it as well. The food menu here is really good. I've had breakfast here a few times. I've had noodles here. I haven't tried the Japanese food. I said it. I'll try the Japanese ones. The noodles. I haven't tried like the sushi. I do everything. That must be one of the nicest coffee shops in the whole world. Like, for me. Because I like quiet. It's just so beautiful. Everything's beautiful in there. It's quiet, it's clean, the staff are lovely. You couldn't get a better coffee shop. I mean, from a business point of view, a Westerner would look at it and go, we need to sell more coffee, but the guy doesn't care. He makes enough money. I'm guessing he's very well off. Well, I'm not guessing, he is. If you've got a coffee shop like that, in Siem Reap, right near the river, brand new, that you've built yourself on that land, you are a millionaire. You are very rich. This is crazy. You see the state of this building, right? So that used to be a hotel, but the restaurant downstairs, which is owned by the same family, very successful Cambodian restaurant, that's still running, and it's beautiful. You wouldn't know that just around the corner there's like a half destroyed hotel. I don't know what they're going to do with it. Looks like it used to have a rooftop and everything, but I know the staff there. I've eaten there before. It's a beautiful restaurant, very popular with like local expats. It's got a view over the river, but they don't have aircon, which is why I don't go there. Actually no, saying that, I think they do have aircon, but it's not It's not quite as nice as the missing cup. The food's pretty good. I want to try the Japanese actually. They do a ramen bowl there that looks really good for about $4. Like a Japanese space wagon. The doors slide open. That's so cool. And this hotel, I was thinking yesterday, they need more parking, right? It's a really nice hotel, brilliant location, just across the river from my gym, and this is like a beautiful part of the river, but they've got very limited car parking. So for quite a high-end hotel, if you're coming from like Phnom Penh with your car, where are you going to park? There's no parking around here. Yeah, if you've got the money to build a hotel here, nice bikes. I like these, they're like cruisers. I saw those in Taiwan. But yeah, if you've got the money to build a hotel here, you should have done an underground car park, in my opinion. No one's going to listen to me though. So that guy's talking to himself. What's he saying? Everyone's probably looking at me going, he's talking to himself. As in I am. He just went past me like having a right good gas to himself. So it's all over, all packed away. Beautiful. That's how to dry your washing, razor wire. So the boats are going back into storage. So they must store those somewhere on the edge of the city, I imagine, where there's some cheap land. Yeah, all that effort to put that up and it's all got to come down now. They're off somewhere else. Yeah, there's still quite a few holiday makers in town. Like I said, I think they'll be here for the weekend, quite a few of them, and slowly make their way back to wherever they've come from. A lot of people came from Phnom Penh, the capital city, for the quieter experience. Well, it wasn't that quiet. Very beautiful. You okay? Sore throat. Hot. Okay. So people are checking out. This was so busy yesterday. It was all the car parking spaces were full. That's why the owner was standing outside arguing with these traffic guys. That's hilarious. They never had a chance against her. A lot of the guys here are in really good shape. It's not from going to the gym. Like the guys behind me, they do a lot of manual work. You see a lot of six packs and very defined frames. That's just from a good diet and lots of manual labour. Yeah, you don't see many out of shape people here. There's a lot of very strong people. Right, they're emptying the water tank, so that's created a bit of a problem for me. I was a little bit sad that it's all over. And say Happy New Year to everyone at the gym. Happy New Year! Chicken salad. Did a really good workout today. That food was amazing. Really good salad, got cabbage in there. Sweet potato. It's a perfect meal. Chicken salad and no tuna today. And chicken wrap. Bloody amazing. So, my life's just so exciting. Just had a brilliant session at the gym. Felt great because I've had 3 days. Even though I was drinking beer, I had like 3 days off boxing. So I was really fresh. Met a professional boxing coach who's training Dave. He's an American guy from Alabama. He trained the first world champion ever out of Alabama. What was his name? Can't remember. Well, Johnny's the trainer, but I can't remember the champion that he trained. And yeah, he was super cool. From Alabama. I was chatting to the girls in Passy and Nita in the coffee shop about their new year. They said they both went to their hometowns and it was really quiet. There was an American guy, good looking young guy, chatting at one of the trainers. They're on a mini date in the coffee shop. That was cool. Oh my god, the food in there. The food combo that I'm having right now is part of a strict diet. No breakfast, and then I'm having the chicken wrap with egg and peppers there with Tabasco on top, and a chicken tuna salad with the Japanese sauce. It is absolute fire. I can't talk loud when I'm in the coffee shop. There's too many people in there normally. But yeah, that food that I showed you briefly is just absolute fire. $6, it's not free. I'm effectively having kind of 2 meals, but that's my main meal of the day and it's super healthy. So pretty much back to normal here. So it's Friday today. I'm putting the next 10 days until the end of the month in a 10-day block of hardcore training, and then we'll either be staying here for another month or making a change, but I should be in ripped shape by the end of this month. It's quite interesting. Johnny, the boxing trainer, was counting how many punches Dave threw at the bag. I think he was doing 3-minute rounds, and Johnny was sat there manually counting how many punches he threw by listening. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Really friendly, really nice. Oh yeah, so Dave's 38. He's the guy that was sweating a lot the other day when I got a bit annoyed. He's 38. Apparently he does MMA as well, but he's just doing pure boxing. He's trying to get a professional boxing fight in Cambodia, but it's not really a big thing. They've got traditional Cambodian boxing, which is kickboxing, but not so much Western style boxing. That was a good session. That was strong. Johnny said, I thought you were a professional boxer, so that was good. But I said I'm too old, I'm retired. But yeah, my form's pretty good. There's a girl that comes in actually, I think she's French, with a bunch of other French, but she's the only one. She's really good at martial arts. She does it looks like she does taekwondo. She does these spinning kicks at the bag. She's pretty powerful though. Mind you, she's about 6 foot tall. She's quite a strong girl. But yeah, skillful. I'm not a fan of spinny kicks. Look good in movies, but not so much in real life. But she seems very happy. Oh, I've got a good crowd at the gym at the moment. Really good crowd. So they're test driving a new motorbike. I think it's a bit of a tradition here. Like the new year, you like buy new things like motorbikes and things. That bike's quite an odd design. I've seen quite a few of them around. It looks really cool, but I don't know what the performance is like on. I don't know. I'll have to look into it, who makes it and what model it is. It's quite nice. So I've got to go and repay my debt from this morning. I was like, I'll have a lie down and I'll go back and pay. Then I realise it's almost 3 o'clock already and he finishes at 4. Oh, I don't like having stuff hanging over me. But I don't want him, I don't think he really cares, it's only $1. I could always pay it tomorrow, but prefer to stay on track. Never noticed that before, gem trading. A load of alcohol bottles on display. Oh, So yeah, I did a really good run this morning. Felt really good, and then I've done a really strong session at the gym. Passy was saying that she just spent time with her mother, who's 71. She cooked food and then took it to the temple, free food. Oh, it was interesting. It was pork belly and small eggs that she cooked for the temple. And I said, I've seen that dish in Vietnam. She was like, oh, it's closed. I said, he's closing at 4. I'll have to pay him tomorrow then. But yeah, that closed early. He does live here, but I don't think I want to go knocking on his door. So we're collecting these. Is it free beer or money? This one, money or beer?
Beer.
Beer.
Yeah.
One. Okay. Lots of beer, free beer. So it's the first day of Cambodian New Year, and we've actually got a cloudy sky at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's almost never cloudy. Feels like it might even rain. I was told this morning that July, I think it was July, the rains really start, and then the temperatures come right down. Interesting. It's a big job to pack all this stuff away. Yeah, huge job to pack all this stuff away. That was some event. Right, back to Tube Coffee, where I haven't been for 4 days. Yeah, I didn't go on Tuesday. Hang on, no, Monday. Because when it got to 4 o'clock, they'd already started partying the day before New Year's Day. It's really chilly around here, compared to how it has been the last few days. So chilled. Oh, it's so nice to be like this instead of the last few days. I think it's going to rain. I feel it in the air. Oh, right. Feeling in pretty good shape. I was just thinking, someone was asking me, one of my friends that I met in Thailand last year in Kanchanaburi, Canadian lad, was asking me why I prefer Cambodia to Thailand and Vietnam. And I gave him a quite detailed answer. It's quite but I was just thinking now, something that's really become apparent recently in comparison to Vietnam. People are really serious in Vietnam about making money and starting families. It's intense and they're stressed. You can see it in people's faces. Like, a lot of Vietnamese people are very, very stressed. Whereas you come here and, don't get me wrong, they've still got to make a living and get on with life. But they're a lot more relaxed. It's like falling into a warm soup. The thing about the Cambodian people is they're not arrogant. I'm not saying Vietnamese are, but there's a certain group in Southeast Asia who've become pretty bloody arrogant. It's a little team there who've just gone past. They're still playing water. They had buckets in the back of a pickup truck. But yeah, they're very humble, these people, and they're very smart and they're very good at English. It's very unique. Definitely nothing like Vietnam and nothing like Thailand. Well, I guess nothing like, it's not quite accurate, but very different, very, very different, in a good way. Playing a game of slipper, kick the slipper. seen that one before. If you haven't got any money, play kick the slipper. Normally there's always the lady here selling, and the man, I think, lady and wife team, selling spring rolls and balut eggs, but not tonight. It's the first time I've ever not seen them here. It's because they're stripping down the show. In fact, they probably haven't been here for the last few days because of they've had all these food vendors here and the big stage. They've had a few days off. But yeah, they're almost religiously here, so I think they'll probably be back tomorrow or the next day. That is very popular food. They do the spring rolls fried and not fried. It's quite interesting. Super popular. And quite often I see people order both types of spring roll and they put them in one bowl and then they put a sauce on top. And they have that and they have the eggs, and I think they do a soup as well. Pretty nice. Oh, the pub over here is busy, man. What's it called? Duck Mart. See the lights. They've got a dartboard in there. They've got about at least 4 pool tables. Quite a popular place for people to hang out. I'm trying to avoid hanging out in pubs. Well, I'm definitely avoiding hanging out. I haven't been to a bar since I've been here. Right, isn't it? Yeah, I haven't been to a bar. I've been here. Had a few beers at home a few times. I'm not interested in going to bars. Yeah, we've got some super athletic people at the gym at the moment. The French girl that was doing the spinning kicks. How old is she? She's not very old. How old is she? They're like 19, 20, I reckon, these kids. There's a group of them that come in, boys and girls. I think, well, no, there's 2 girls, 1 boy, French. But yeah, the one girl, she's a really good Taekwondo exponent. And then, yeah, we just had a lot of really, oh yeah, and the boxer guy. He's very fit. He's got a very strange style. I've never seen anyone approach the bag the way he does, but apparently it works. So it'd be nice to have a coach, have your own boxing coach. I think they've set up these new benches with Food Panda lights. I don't remember those being there before. Yeah, I think those are new. Food Panda. It started raining. It has not rained for weeks, as far as I'm aware, unless it rained when I was asleep. It didn't rain once for, and it's only rained twice in the last 3 months, I think, or something. We need the rain. Khmer curry, I've not had this for a while. It's so bloody good. Absolutely delicious. Busy morning. There's been 2 of them out there. Don't know where they are now. Stuck with this. I wonder if I do use the flowers for anything. I might have to buy some Tabasco.